Welcome to Weydii 252. I'm your host, Shamad Hashi. Thank you for tuning in. And today's news headlines are: President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud declares finalizing constitution a national priority at key conference. Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre chaired second day of National Dialogue Conference in Mogadishu. Somali Air Force EU mission wrap-up digital skills seminar to boost military modernization. Somalia, Turkey, OYAC group signed deal to boost fisheries and blue economy. Internal Security Minister and UNDP co-chair key meeting to advance police reform in Somalia. The UK-funded Nabadenta program is now active in 4 target districts across Somalia. Trump urges Iranians to evacuate Tehran. China urges nationals to leave Israel. Good evening and welcome to the news. First tonight, President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has reaffirmed completing the country's provisional constitution remains a top national priority, calling it a long-standing promise to the Somali people, a cornerstone of the nation's democratic future. Finalizing the constitution is not just a legal task, it is a national priority, a public demand, and a collective promise made by every presidential candidate, he said. The Prime Minister of the Federal Government of Somalia, Hamza Abdi Barre, chaired the second day of the National Dialogue Conference in Mogadishu, where he outlined the government's key priorities under the Danqaran agenda. His address focused on advising national unity, strengthening security, preparing for election, completing the provisional constitution. Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre highlighted that the Somali is undergoing a pivotal moment that requires reinforcing national solidarity to overcome current challenges and reaching lasting inclusive solution to the political dispute. At the same time, he continued, "We are building a democratic state with a completed constitution while upholding Somalia's unity and sovereignty. With one hand, we are fighting our enemies, with the other, we are building the nation." Somalia has signed a landmark agreement with Turkey OYAC Group to strengthen its fisheries sector and expand its blue economy. According to the Minister of Fisheries and Blue Economy, the deal signed in Mogadishu by Somali Fisheries Minister Ahmed Hassan Aden and representative of OYAC Group outlined a broader partnership aimed at transforming Somalia's marine sector into a driver of economic growth and youth employment. The agreement includes direct investment in fishery infrastructure, enhanced fish production, improving processing standards for international export, and the establishment of domestic fish processing industries. The Minister of Internal Security of the Federal Government of Somalia, Abdullahi Sheikh Ismail Fartag, and the UNDP representative to Somalia, Mr. Lawrence, today co-chaired the steering committee meeting of the JPP2 in Mogadishu. The high-level gathering brought together senior stakeholders, including ministers from federal member states, Somalia Federal Deputy Police Commissioner representative from the EU, the UK, the African Union Support Mission in Somalia, police reform experts, and international key holders. The Joint Police Programme, which is jointly funded by the European Union delegation to Somalia and the British Embassy in Mogadishu. The program also emphasizing improving service delivery and strengthening the rule of law across Somalia. At the conclusion of the meeting, the steering committee officially endorsed and revised 2025 annual work plan and budget, marking a significant step forward in the national effort to strengthen Somalia's security institutions through coordinated federal and international support. The UK-funded Nabadenta program is now active in all 4 target districts across Somalia: Dolo, Kismayo, Baydhabo, and Hudur. Town halls are helping communities find bespoke solutions to justice and security challenges. The Somali Air Force, in partnership with the European Union Training Mission in Somalia, has concluded a 4-week computer seminar aimed at enhancing digital capability within the country's armed forces. The training, held at the international campus in Mogadishu, focused on improving cyber awareness, digital communication, data processing, and collaboration tools among Somali Air Force personnel. The program was delivered at the base, intermediate, and advanced level to accommodate diverse skill sets. The initiative is part of a broader push to modernize Somalia's defense institutions and align them with global military standards in an increasingly technology-driven world. The program is not just about technology, it is about transformation, said General Giuseppe Zizari, EUTM Somali Multi-Forces Commander, during the seminar closing ceremony. Your commitment to learning reflects your dedication to our stronger, smarter Somali armed forces. Also in other news, 8 members of people smuggling gang have been jailed for a total of 33 years for facilitating life-threatening illegal journeys into the UK. A Home Office investigation found that they hid migrants in car dashboards and used fake IDs from a forgery factory in Greece. Israel and Iran attacked each other for a 5th straight day on Tuesday. US President Donald Trump urged Iranians to evacuate Tehran, citing what he said was the country's rejection of a deal to curb nuclear weapons development. World leaders meeting at the Group of 7 summit in Canada called for de-escalation of the worst-ever conflict between the region, saying Iran must never have a nuclear weapon while affirming Israel's rights to defend itself. French President Emmanuel Macron said Trump, who was leaving the summit a day early due to the Middle East situation, had proposed a ceasefire for Iran and Israel. There is an offer that has been made especially to have a ceasefire and to initiate broader discussion, and I think this is a very good thing, President Emmanuel Macron told reporters. President Trump has repeatedly urged Iran to give up its nuclear weapons ambition. China urges nationals to leave Israel. With security concerns growing and Israel's airspace closed because of the war, the Chinese embassy in Israel urged its citizens to leave the country via land border crossings as soon as possible. That's all for today. We'll be back with more news updates. Until then, stay tuned with Weydii 252. Please do not forget to subscribe, like and share. It's good night from us.